A very good morning all. I would like to welcome all the attendees of this session. It's now time to introduce Speaker of the Day, Dr. Pavitra Prakash Singh, Professor and Associate Dean, Lovely Professional University. He has a rich and diverse experience of 25 years in the industry, teaching and research, a doctorate in management with double post-graduation in physics and management, having keen interest in media, international politics, international relations, strategic management, business environment, product and brand management, and organizational behavior. He has undertaken more than 175 academic and consultancy projects, authored 30 books in the field of modern business, international business, and marketing services, and 75 papers in Scopus and other refereed journals. He has also received Bharat Vidya Shromani Award from Honorable Governor of Haryana for his excellent contribution to education and industry. I really welcome you, sir. We have also our guest. I also welcome Mr. Praveen Karmakar, Country Head of India, Fabriano Acquarello, Italy and in Watercolor, India, founder of AIW. His achievements are Maxi Hand Art Award Italy 2016-17, Top 20 Artist Award Nepal, Grand Artist Award Bangladesh, Best Jury Award Bangladesh, Best Entry Award Camel Art Foundation, First Award in Professional JSCA Ranchi, Jharkhand Pratibha Samman in Art Jharkhand Government, Asian Master Award from Focus Bangladesh, Elite Award from Malaysia. He also does his exhibition Italy, Bangladesh, Jordan, Bulgaria, Thailand, Pakistan, Nepal, Sepulonga, South Korea, Russia, and Ukraine. I really welcome you, sir. We have also with us brief profile on Mr. Anubhav Kalia. He is an engineer graduate with electronic and communication area of specialization. He further pursued a degree in management in the field of marketing and international business. Mr. Anubhav has a rich experience of around nine years in multi-domain, including career counseling, marketing, training, and quality assurance. He is currently working with Lovely Professional University and is taking care of various domains, including Department of Tie-ups, Department of Communications, etc. He has also been mentoring and counseling students pertaining to their future career aspiration for a long time. Today, he will be taking up the infrastructure, fees, scholarship, and the eligibility part. First, I hand over to Dr. Pavitra Prakash Singh. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Suman. Welcome, Praveen, sir. Thank you for sparing your valuable time over here. And Anubhav also, thank you for being around. I acknowledge the presence of Dr. Visheshwari also from Fine Arts in over here. Suman, have I the rights of presenting? Today yes, we all have gathered over here. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Sumanji. Thank you. Okay, today we all are over here to present a special topic, which is emerging trends in fine arts and multimedia. What has happened in past although technology has been changing very fast, but what has happened in past 2-3 years, because we were constrained into our homes and technology was uh, advancing very fast. The penetration of internet, the mobile usage, or the engagement of a person with the screen has increased a lot in past few years. In this year budget also we have seen that Honorable Prime Minister has mentioned that few industries like VFX, gaming, animation, they will be the focus of startups in India these days. And Indian streaming industry, when I'm talking about streaming industry, it takes care of all the OTT platforms, all the movies, all the gamings, all kind of things which are available on the screen. You can see the ladies glancing on the screen. The words have lost now. Uh, uh, Earlier people say that you can't speak, so you can't communicate. Now even if we can't speak, we can communicate through our fingers, because that's how the things are happening these days. Indian streaming industry is expected to grow over 13 billion in next decade. So this is one of the major emerging trends which is going to change the scenario of multimedia and fine arts and all the creative domains in over there. The global consumer in the past, as I have shared, their appetite for engaging the visual experience, like we can say Bahubali, Grand Theft, or Mario, or you can see all the virtual platforms, all the virtual events which are happening, the engagement has increased. The time we used to spend on talking has gone less, and time we are spending more on engaging with the palm tops or the palms or the screens has increased. Definitely Samsung has also increased its business because Samsung is one of the leaders in providing the screens. Tech Mahindra now a few days, a month or 2 months back, Mark Zuckerberg of Facebook has done that. He renamed his company as Metaverse. So Tech Mahindra has also entered into that thing. So earlier we used to buy the properties in physical form. Now we are buying the properties in virtual form. That means somebody has to create that virtual platform over there, the metaverse in over there. So multimedia definitely is going to be the talk of the town in the time. And when I'm talking about the metaverse, definitely it should have the aesthetics, it should have the appeal. That means fine arts will come handy in over there. Fine arts has also one common trend we have seen in fine art is non-fungible tokens. Uh, Blockchains we have heard of. Now this is the second wave of things which can which is going to take over the fine arts. The non-fungible tokens are over there. How the arts, earlier art used to be ported in the museum, the art galleries or something, but now the art is going to be in am I audible? Okay.
So you are.
So NFT has taken over the trend. Rather than the physical form of the art, now it can be preserved into the digital form and it can be sold in the virtual. The virtual art is the talk of the town these days. Uh, our finance minister has also said the importance of arts, and art is going to be an important tool of communication. The trend is that virtual viewing and selling is going to be, as I have told you about the NFT. The virtual selling is going to be there. The art collections are going to be sold over internet. Like Amitabh Bachchan has recently sold one of the poem written by his father, and he has converted it into a virtual form, and he's trying to sell it into virtual on a virtual platform. And many of other celebrities, other artists are doing the same. So these are going to be few trends, emerging trends, like engagement is going to be increased. The art is going to take a shape of the virtual form. The money is going to be into the non-fungible tokens kind of a thing, and the more of trends, virtual trends are going to be there in multimedia and fine arts in the times to come. OTT platforms are in demand, AR and VR in demand. 2D animation is there in marketing, dynamic function marketing animation is there, public art installation is going to be there. Now, uh, earlier we don't used to see much of the art installation or much of the art at the public places, but now see, the public art installations are going to be more where they may convey a social message, they may convey a brand message. So the form of digital advertisements we have been seeing, like in UK, US, in all the North America or the Europe, digital platforms of advertisement are more of the demand kind of a thing. So multimedia and fine arts definitely are going to be there. And how now? Why are we saying it and why are we discussing it now? Because these are the trends and how LPU is taking care of it. How LPU has seen that if these are the trends, how are we going to take our students further, take our students either who are existing or potential, they are going to be there. Like you see, vision is to become a benchmark which is for grooming artists and professional. We are all the multimedia people are also artists because they have the skill. Anyone who has the skill, he will be the artist kind of a thing. Am I audible?
Just my answer, Barnacle.
Yes, sir, you are.
Okay. So in the same way, mission is to create the conceptual, aesthetic, and technical skills in over there. That's our mission in over there. I think we have been joined by Parveen sir. Parveen sir, बहुत namaskar. Thank you, sir. Thank you for joining, Parveen sir.
Very, very good morning, sir.
Good morning, Parveen ji. पुलकित माइक ऑन नहीं है शायद. चलो we will acknowledge him again. This is something about our university. We have been ranked by Atal ranking, we have been ranked by Times Higher ranking, NIRF, we have been ranked twice among the top 100 universities and colleges. Z News ranking has been the 11th best university in the placement. So we have the global ranking as such in over there in our university. So if we are talking about the NFT, the students of multimedia are talked about, are given certain kind of trainings or workshops or courses are taught in that way around, where they are made to create their artwork into a non-fungible kind of a thing and even publicize and promote it. Multimedia, we have such kind of a domain there, such work are there. I'm just giving you glance of a few works of my multimedia domain, where the students have created these kind of works, whether they are in VFX, whether they are in 2D, whether they are in 3D, whether they are in applied art or the poster making, whether UI, UX, all the fields are done in over there. And when I'm talking about painting, we are talking about the artist. Now this is where I was talking about, if metaverse is supposed to be created, who will provide the aesthetic in over there. So over there, the fine arts, the domains of specialization of fine arts, like painting, like applied arts, like photography, like sculpture, they are going to be in 3D or 2D. They are going to be along with printmaking, they are going to be the talk, or they are going to be the artwork. Emerging trends are there. If the best emerging trend which is going to be there in is either the NFT or the metaverse, we are going to see that kind of a thing. My fine arts department has got so many art camps done. Around 500 plus artifacts are there. We are talking about not the traditional way of working also, but also the modern way of working. We have the terracotta, metal casting, ceramic furnace, well-equipped photography and printmaking labs, spacious labs or studios, options of minors with specializations. We have got the best part of our university is that is if the world is changing, if the industry is changing, my portfolio, the artwork, the tasks, the academics are aligned towards industry oriented portfolio. And the best thing is these days we have heard of that copyrights or intellectual property rights. We have got around 400 plus copyrights have been created. Artworks created in one semester are more than 900. Students are given not the theory work, they are given the artworks to be created either in the form of the painting or in the form of the printmaking, and they make it in a sequence form so that a storytelling is there, and they are able to create a good portfolio out of it. Students earning through award and scholarship. Many students going for scholarships. Practical studios and lecture studios are there. Core strength of multimedia, when I'm talking about all the pipelines starting from 2D designing, creation, storyboarding, caricaturing, drawing, drawing, digital painting, with all the softwares, all the labs which are talking about the softwares which are required along the width of whole of that pipeline are there. And definitely multimedia is also focused 90% practical only. The theory which needs to be there is there. The focus is only on the aspect of practical touching over there. So over here we are seeing that live skill, this um, uh, rather than a dummy being created or a skeleton being there, a real life person is sitting and the drawing is there, so that the anatomy is understood by the students to the best possible way. I hope you are able to listen, Praveen ji now. Praveen ji, Praveen ji, आप सुन पा रहे हैं? अच्छा, please. Okay. Live projects are there by students when I am talking about the emerging trends. Now these all are, we train over here students not to search for a job after study. We give them a project. We make that as the integral part of their assignment, that they join the academic task and they are doing all the academic tasks and they are selling it to the client base. Now, client base, one student has earned 7,20,000. So just assume more than almost the fees he has earned through his live projects, starting from 7,20,000, 3 lakh. These are only few one I have tried to interview. So multimedia, when we are talking about graphic, animation, gaming, these are the three major domains where the multimedia is divided into. We have got courses on UG, 4-year courses and 3-year courses are there, 4-year and 3 years, whether it's in graphics, multimedia or gaming. We give them the all the three options. We have got the master's courses also in multimedia. One is adaptive design, second one is MSc design. So when I'm talking about adaptive design, the eligibility says that he has to be B-design student, and when I'm talking about MSc design, anybody who thinks of entering into multimedia through a hobby or wish to do something which he feel like because the trend is changing, he wish to be into the field of multimedia. So this is an option available for him. There are specializations starting from game art, game design. Now gaming is the top, UI, UX design, print design, motion graphics we have seen in the earliest past, VFX, all the movies. If you try to, if many of you must be having Disney Hotstar channel, just go to Disney Hotstar channel and anything, click anything of Disney or Marvel films, you will see a huge length of all the movies which are actually there in studios, but they have been created to that kind of aesthetic appeal or that kind of magnanimous appeal through all the visual effects. So conceptual designs are there, 2D, 3D assets are there. When I'm talking about painting, we have elaborated painting, sculpture, applied print making, photography, and this. I've got the BFA course, which is a 4-year course, and MFA course, which is a to your course with a specialization from painting, applied art, photography, printmaking, sculpture. And when I'm talking about PG, we are talking about painting, applied art, and sculpture. Something about the infrastructure, we have got all these studios starting from drawing, clay, acting, graphic, gaming, VFX, project, resource all. Just for the glance of you can for your consumption, we have tried to put in something. Now on this where I am scrolling my mouse, you can see the artwork on the walls. This all are the live projects by the students. Students have created this. So that, why is this? There is a reason. The reason is that we usually work on when we are working on the client base give us different kind of dimensions and different kind of longitudinal and altitudinal kind of a thing. The dimensions of work changing over there. We work over here on a small piece of paper, but actually when we go to client says, okay, paint a billboard. Now that is the reality kind of a thing. So we give them the walls where they can exhibit, where they can portray their work over there. Fine arts have got their own studios starting from photography, sculpture, printmaking, painting studios, applied art studios. These all are infrastructures which are in over there. Now, when I'm talking about the trends, then we have moved on to certain kind of infrastructure or specialization. Let's see where the students are absorbed. Students are absorbed. The job profiles are 2D animators, 3D animators, digital texture artists, graphic, web designer, compositor, UI, UX. Now you see when you open the Swiggy app and Zomato app, see in how many clicks you can go and find out the food. And how is it, how easy it is, how user friendly, how easy it is for you to comprehend a app. Now if I have to go to a Netflix app, or if I have to go to a let's say Zomato app or Disney Hotstar app or Naukri.com, naukrimonster.com kind of a app, we have to see how these particular websites are structured and designed. So that is also one of our important job portfolio or profiles which is open for multimedia when they are talking about user interface and user experiences. UI and UX designers job is there. We have got recruiters starting from DQA, Greenpole, Techni, Amazon. They all, Capgemini, these all big giants have been over here, and they have been consistently coming in over there. It's not like the story of one time. They are constantly coming in. Like I recall Amazon. Amazon had been recruiting with us for last 3 years. First year they recruited 13 students, then 8 students, and this year again they have come in for recruitment. So it is not like that some brand is over there just for showing that. These are regular jobs, regular recruiters, people who are from multimedia or who have interest. They must be knowing something about Kony also. So people have been there, students have been there, where they have been, these students have been placed. Now 14 lakhs is the highest salary for the 2021 graduate student, where she has been selected from B Design as an optimizer as a designer. Siddhant Trivedi has been at 8.5, Tanam from 7.8. Now these are, when I'm talking about UX designers, so you may understand that students have been placed in over there for these job portfolios. Again, as I stressed in, if you try to see this particular slide, when I was talking about that we are not trying to create only the job searcher, we are trying to create the job creators. So with that light only, I am saying this particular thing, that alumni are there where they have started their own ventures, and this is a person by name Rajat Saini. He has started his own venture and he has earned around 1 crore in last 4 years kind of a thing. So rather than a job searcher, he has created job for so many who can join in his team. So these are students where they have been certain of alumni where they have been, Biplav is there, Evan is there, Jaskaran is there, Sri Parna is there. When I'm talking, when I was talking about Kony, Cap Gemini Kiran is there. When I'm talking about Green Gold, Harkishan is there, Technicolor, Integra, Symbiosis. So you will have my students placed across the line. So that is how, if there are emerging trends, if we are not teaching, how will industry accept us? So if industry is accepting us, that means the trends are there, the syllabus is integrated, the curriculum is integrated, the teaching is like that way around, and that's why the students are being placed in such kind of a thing. When I'm talking about, these are certain kind of, now people must have heard of this Grand Theft. My student Manish Jha has been the lead animator for this thing, and he has been credited in the game itself. Now these in Chota Beam, Godzilla, Red Dead, people have been, my students have been working into these projects. So when I'm talking about applied fine arts, you will see they have applied art, they have painting, advertising agency, print houses, signages, in-house graphic services, art supervisory, uh, art illustrator, concept artist. They can be absorbed anywhere. When I'm talking about sculpture, majority of the time you will see, I'll show you one or two, only one or two works of my students where they have created sculptures as the live projects, photography, printmaking. These are the portfolio where fine arts students can be there. Now the live projects which I was talking about, the same thing is given to the fine arts students. The girl students, gender equality, you can see the girl is standing up higher than boys, so you can understand it's just on a funnier talk. But see the magnanimous wall which is given to the students rather than the canvas only. So definitely artist has a canvas to paint, but no doubt the canvas stays in with a limited dimension. But when the wall is given to you, they have to see the aesthetic, they have to see the environment, they have to see the work, they have to see the light, they have to see the design, they have to see the colors, they have to see the texture, so many things where the students are going to create their work. These are few other creations where the students have created the artworks on the walls, which give them a life-size experience of working with. This is another artwork which is created by my students. So 3 slides for this. Then moving to, when I was talking about sculpture, see this thing. This is a live kind of a thing where the student has created Einstein and APJ Abdul Kalam, and they have installed it in our university. So live projects in over there in the form of paintings, where he has one of my student has done work for Darbhanga, a hotel in Darbhanga. Now, is my screen, is my slides moving? Are my slides moving, Sumanji? Suman? Anubhav?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are my slides scrolling now?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes.
Okay. So these are certain kind of live projects where my student has created paintings for the hotel. When he's the interior design for a restaurant, Faiz Ahmed, he created certain interior designing in over there. So I'm talking about not the multimedia. See, in fine arts also the applied art is there, which I told you. Like I've just given you one example of where the metaverse, where my students in metaverse will fill in. They will look in for aesthetic, the designers will look in for aesthetic, and this is where my fine art students come in very handy. So these are few sculptures which have been created by my faculty and my students as a team. These are stoneworks. These are already installed in our campus. When you will come in our campus, you will see these were the work of the art camp, where which was sponsored by Shilpkala Academy, Government of Karnataka, where students and artists participated hands in hand as a team, and they created such beautiful works over here. And these are other works where we are talking about a book and a thing. There is a fountain kind of a Panch Tattva knowledge stone sculpture is there. These all are um, uh, these all are installed in our campus over here. So these are certain other certain other achievements where students have participated in Tokyo, Dada Saheb Phalke Jury Award, AIU National Lalit Kala Academy Scholarship. They have been awarded 500, more than 500 copyrights, involved in different art symposiums. We have been writing regularly for research paper and book chapters. Students' achievement have been there. When we are talking about Old Man, a book artwork was published by one of my students. God's Small Thing, silver artwork was given. This artwork was published in was participated as a photography event in one of the events. students workshop where they are participating. These are the students who have got scholarship, which I mentioned in the earlier part, that students have got scholarships also from Lalit Kala, 220, 120. These are two, Amitoj and Rajvinder got these scholarships. These are when Jaipur, this was one of the uh, art symposium sponsored by hotel clerks at Jaipur, and these are certain works which have been created out of waste by the students and the team. Students placement, when I'm talking about the placements of multimedia, so see the placement of students in fine arts also, they have been placed in Espranja, Caucasian Editing Hub, Espranja. So students and government jobs, definitely when I'm talking about the multimedia, the government jobs might not be the choice of the students, but when we are talking about fine arts, the choice maybe even the government jobs. The students have been placed at they have been adopted by the government jobs scenarios, whether in colleges, universities, or schools, they have been placed in over there. So these are certain highlights of certain recruiters where my students of fine arts has also been adopted. Add to Pro, Amazon, Code Brew, Gazette, Cambridge, Dream Shaper, E-Clerks. My students have been placed in over there. And definitely when I was talking about the multimedia over here also, the entrepreneurship was there in fine arts. A student started a company by Pratilipi, and he created works out of it. Uh, so this is something about how the emerging trends matched, how emerging trends are there, which all emerging trends are there, how university is adopting, what is their mission, what infrastructure we have, how we are grooming our students, what are the pedagogies, what are the works of the students, where they have been placed. So the placements definitely are the reciprocation that we are working as per the demands of the industry. So that means if the trends are changing, it means we are working for the industry. So from with this, I will end my presentation, and I'll let the stage be taken over by the coordinator, Ms. Suman. Thank you, Suman ma'am.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Thank you for throwing light on prospects of fine arts, emerging trends in multimedia, highlights of fine arts, live projects in fine arts, programs and specialization we offer in this program. Thank you so much, sir. We have a Mr. Praveen Karmakar with us. Very good morning, sir.
Good morning, Sumanji.
Okay, sir. Am I audible
Good
for you?
morning, Parveen ji. Good morning, Parveen ji. बहुत बहुत नमस्कार. सॉरी वो टेक्निकल ग्लिच के कारण थोड़ा सा लेट हो गए, बट आप आए यही बहुत है हमारे लिए. कहते हैं आप आए हमारे घर पर, कभी हम आपको देखें, कभी अपने घर को देखें.
Thank you, sir. And actually, we are talking about talking about multimedia, and multimedia engaged me last 1 hour. That is the
क्या बात है, क्या बात है, क्या बात है. बिल्कुल सही कहा.
to struggling with that.
Suman, you can stop my screen sharing. We were struggling, but वही है ना कि हम इंडस्ट्री के ट्रेंड्स को देखा और हमने समझ लिया और हम अडॉप्ट करके और हम एक्सेप्ट कर गए. तो थैंक यू प्रवीण जी. आई थिंक पुलकित जी आपके साथ है, वो मेरा पुराना कुलीग भी है और पुराने अभी स्टूडेंट भी है. थैंक यू पुलकित फॉर ऑर्गेनाइजिंग.
Yes, because of Pulkit, I am able to join this.
So I'd like to formally welcome Parveen ji. Parveen ji is the former country head of India for Fabriano, Acroli, Italy, and also he has been the founder of IAW in Art World. He has been founder of IICAP, Indian Institute of Creative Arts and Painting. Definitely आपसे हम कुछ ना कुछ सीखेंगे, कुछ ना कुछ सुनेंगे इसके बारे में. He also have been the senior faculty at JK कला केंद्र, मैकॉन He has won many awards like Maxi Hand Art Award, Italy 2016-17, Top 20 Artist Award, Nepal Grand Artist Award, Bangladesh Best Jury Award, Bangladesh Best Entry Award, Camel, First Award in Professional JSCA Ranchi, Jharkhand, Asian Master Award for Focus Bangladesh, Elite Award from Malaysia. मैं बोलता जाऊंगा तो शायद एक किताब ही लिख पाऊंगा. तो इतने ज्यादा आपने अवार्ड लिए और इतने ज्यादा आपसे बात कर कर बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है. He has also exhibitions in Italy, Bangladesh, Jordan, Bulgaria, Thailand, Pakistan, Nepal, South Korea, Russia, UAE, and so many other places. We welcome you heartily, परवीन जी. और परवीन जी अब आपके पास है, आप कुछ बताइए emerging trends and multimedia in multimedia and finance, जो भी आप कुछ कहना चाहते हैं.
शुक्रिया पवित्र प्रकाश सिंह जी. Actually, my mic is humming, so I can. The second voice is coming in my mic. Okay, I will try to speak. The art and mechanism always challenging each other. That is not a new thing, and because artist makes for his comfortable zone, the mechanism comes. तो ये mechanism जो है quite disturbing. Mechanism जो है this is created by human, but it was always challenge the artist from the past. We can see all the things, but somehow if we compare with multimedia technologies, with the asset or the manual artworks, I think somehow in this situation right now, this situation, it was not justified, because we need the both the things in equally, because that is our new need day by day, to more easier to get the things in my fingertips and make my things. Why it is repeating words? अच्छा यहाँ से मैं निकाल लूँ ना. Okay, okay. Oh, that's why. Oh, understand. Can you audible? Can you hear me, Suman ji?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
जी,
You are
आपने
audible.
clearly audible है जी.
आप मुझे सुन सकते हैं ना?
बिल्कुल
Yes,
सर,
sir.
बिल्कुल हम सुन पा रहे हैं.
Okay. So मैं जहाँ था, if we are started comparing or with the systems and the manuals, so somehow we find out that the manual is sometimes looks manual is very strong, sometimes looks the systems are very strong, but actually we both we need both the things equally. But when I go outside of India or working on a India, the same situation is everywhere. So मुझे लगता है कि हमें ये कंपैरिजन को बंद करना होगा और दोनों दोनों के सिचुएशंस को इक्वली ले जाना पड़ेगा, बिकॉज वी नीड बोथ द थिंग्स. We cannot deny the manual artists who are doing manually, they are fighting with multimedia. No, this is not. Actually, somehow all the artists in the current stage, they should have aware of those technologies and all that, because it makes you visible in the market. otherwise you are not visible in the market. If you want to sustain yourself, then you should have carry the same things, the same technologies with your manual uh, aesthetic activities, and it was your a necessary need for right now. So uh, I think प्रकाश सिंह जी, मुझे लगता है कि इस बारे में मेरी राय ये है कि with right now, without we are not able to sustain your art because of fine art only uh, with technology. मैं डांस और म्यूजिक की बात नहीं कर रहा, क्योंकि डांस और म्यूजिक उस तरह से तैयार होते हैं, आर्ट उस तरह से तैयार नहीं होते, या आर्टिस्ट उस तरह से तैयार नहीं होते, स्पेशली इफ यू डिफाइन द ट्रेडिशनल आर्ट. ट्रेडिशनल आर्ट का एक घराना होता है, उस घराने से वो धीरे धीरे जनरेशन बाय जनरेशन वो निकल के आते हैं. फाइन आर्ट में ऐसा नहीं होता है. फाइन आर्ट में हमारा एक आर्टिस्ट होता है, उसके साथ ही वो चीजें खत्म होती है. ये जो गुरु शिष्य वाले परंपरा वो फाइन आर्ट में पॉसिबल नहीं है, वो है भी नहीं, था भी नहीं. अगर मैं डांस की बात करूँ, हमारे जो क्लासिकल डांस है या हमारे जो म्यूजिक है, जो घराने हैं, वो गुरु शिष्य परंपरा से इट्स कम्स फ्रॉम थाउजेंड्स ईयर्स, 1500 ईयर्स से वो चला आ रहा है. बिकॉज उनकी जो परफॉर्मेंस डिवाइन लेवल है, वो आर्ट से कहीं ज्यादा ऊपर है. वो हम उधर नहीं पहुंच सकते, क्योंकि हमारा वो प्रोसेस ही नहीं है. हमें आर्टिस्ट बनने के लिए इस प्रोसेस से दौर नहीं आते. तो इसलिए अगर मैं कहूँ कि भरतनाट्यम को मल्टीमीडिया का जरूरत है या टेक्नोलॉजी का जरूरत है, तो नहीं जरूरत है. लेकिन आर्ट को टेक्नोलॉजी का जरूरत पड़ेगा. तो दैट्स व्हाई इट इज इक्वली should be developed and should be work together, the multimedia and the manual art. Thank you.
प्रवीण जी, एक बार बताइए, ये आपने 2 साल 3 साल, मतलब आप पुराने वक्त की थोड़ी बात करेंगे, वो जैसे आपने कहा कि हमारे यहाँ गुरु शिष्य परंपरा फाइन आर्ट्स में नहीं हो सकती, लेकिन हमें डिजिटल और वो दूसरा इकट्ठा लेकर चलना पड़ेगा. लेकिन एक छोटी सी चीज पूछना चाहूंगा कि आज के दिन में सबसे ज्यादा करंट ट्रेंड क्या है आर्ट का आज के दिन में करंट ट्रेंड क्या है? मतलब क्या ट्रेंड है फाइन आर्ट्स के लिए या मल्टीमीडिया के लिए?
If I see from last 5, 6 or 10 years, especially, somehow social media is very strong and it is affected the art field too much. So trends, अगर हम लोग देखें, पहले जो ट्रेंड्स होते थे, जो ट्रेंड्स हमें समझ में आता था कि दिस इज रियलिज्म चल रहा है, एब्स्ट्रक्शन चल रहा है, कंटेम्पररी चल रहा है. अभी जो सिचुएशन है, उस सिचुएशन में हम पर्टिकुलरली ये नहीं कह सकते कि अभी कोई स्पेसिफाइड ट्रेंड चल रहा है ना. नॉट एवरीबॉडी एक्सपेक्टेड कि दोज हु आर डूइंग एब्स्ट्रक्शन की एब्स्ट्रक्शन का दौर खत्म हो गया है, दौर वापस आएगा. या फिर जो कंटेम्पररी कर रहे हैं, दे आर थिंकिंग राइट नाउ इट इज अ कंटेम्पररी चल रहा है, बिकॉज डांस फॉर्म में भी कंटेम्पररी आया है. लोग कंटेम्पररी फिल्म्स बना रहे हैं, कंटेम्पररी बुक्स लिख रहे हैं, इवन पोएट्री इवन भी कंटेम्पररी हो गए हैं.
बिल्कुल सही है.
हाँ. So, but if But if you uh, searching all over the world, because I visited so many countries in the last 5 years, and I saw everywhere the artists are confused that what he have to paint. The number of the artist is there huge who is confused what he have to paint,
Okay.
because they're not able to find out what is the market demanding. So he have to sell his artwork and survive. Yeah, few are there who have their signature values. So they have uh, justify with their artworks कि यही मैं बनाऊंगा और आप इसी को लोगे,
इसी को लोगे।
नहीं लोगे मेरे को कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता।
मेरे लिए और भी बैठे हैं।
और हाँ, इस वजह से कहीं ना कहीं वो सक्सेसफुल हुए, बहुत ज्यादा सक्सेसफुल हुए। ऐसे बहुत सारे आर्टिस्ट है जिन्होंने दे नेवर ट्राइड कि अभी व्हाट इज मैंने बहुत रियलिज्म कर लिया, लेट्स डू इट सम एब्स्ट्रक्शन, थोड़ा साहित्य लिखते हैं, ऐसा करते हैं। उन्होंने कभी अपने आप को चेंज नहीं किया, एंड दे आर मच मोर सक्सेसफुल rather than an abstract artist के जरिए जो एक कंसेप्ट चलता है कि इफ यू आर पेंट little bit thoughtful painting, then you got a very good prize and all that। तो वो अभी मुझे लगता है कि वो बात अभी कोई मायने नहीं रखती है, ये बात। और ये साबित भी हुआ है, तो डिक्लेम करो। और ये साबित भी हुआ है, हो भी रहा, कुछ लोगों ने साबित किया है। मैंने चिन चिन हुई की पेंटिंग देखी है कि मोर देन 100 पेंटिंग इन अ 1 आवर सोल्ड आउट। 1 घंटा इनोग्रेशन हुआ, फीता कटा, 1 घंटे में मोर देन 100 पेंटिंग सोल्ड आउट। और ये और इन अ वेरी गुड प्राइस, आर्टिस्ट प्राइस, उनको जो प्राइस चाहिए उसी। तो अभी मैं समझता हूँ कि ये हम इस सिचुएशन में हैं, आइदर मैक्सिमम आर्टिस्ट आर कंफ्यूज्ड कि मुझे किसे फॉलो करना चाहिए, क्योंकि आर्ट वर्क जो है वो एक्चुअली कहीं ना कहीं एक फॉलो का ही दौर है। ये दौर चल रहा है, उस दौर को फॉलो करना। मुझे ये आर्टिस्ट मुझे इंस्पायर करते हैं, तो मुझे इस आर्टिस्ट के जैसा काम करना है, मुझे ऐसा फॉलो करना है, मुझे ऐसे स्टाइल्स पे रहना है, तो देन पीपल विल बाय माय पेंटिंग एंड आई विल सर्वाइव। बट ओनली सेलिंग पेंटिंग्स सर्वाइव करने का जरिया अब तो रहा नहीं। अब जो है पेंटिंग आप नहीं बेच के भी आप सरवाइव कर सकते हो, बिकॉज द न्यू वर्ल्ड गिव यू सो मेनी अदर्स ऑप्शंस टू survive as an artist without selling your painting. If you're not in a teaching profession, then it's okay, no problem. You can survive to sell your aesthetic sense in others way. And after COVID, there is a new option came, that is a virtual, like we are doing that. This is a virtual option is also a very good uh, market for the artist. We don't have to sell their physical painting, but he or she can sell himself uh, through virtually only their experiences and all that. ये पहले क्या होता था, फिजिकली अगर मुझे किसी को सुनना है तो आई हैव टू इनवाइट देम, उसके टिकट्स करो और ये करो, बुलाओ, फिर उससे मुझे एक ऑनरेरियम दो और सुनो। अभी उससे क्या होता था कि सुनने के लिए मुझे मौके कम मिलते थे। अब ये वर्चुअल ये मल्टीमीडिया ही है, वर्चुअल भी एक मल्टीमीडिया ही है। ये कहीं ना कहीं आर्टिस्ट को हेल्प ही कर रहा है आज के डेट में। तो मैं कहीं भी ये नहीं समझता कि हम एक दूसरे के के रास्ते काट रहे हैं। हम अब एक दूसरे के पहले काट रहे थे शायद, लेकिन अब हमें मुझे लग गया कि हम एक दोनों साथ में ही चलना पड़ेगा। जो ये बात नहीं समझ रहे हैं, जो आर्टिस्ट नहीं समझ रहे हैं, वो पीछे रहेंगे। समय को कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा। एंड मुझे लगता है ट्रेंड अभी ये है, द मैनुअल एंड ट्रेडिशनल आर्ट शुड वर्क टुगेदर, और यही होगा, और देयर इज नो वे अदर वे। थैंक यू।
Thank you, Praveen ji. Suman ji, over to you. Thank you,
So
Praveen
much,
ji.
sir.
Thank
Thank
you,
you
thank
for
you.
your time. And thank you so much. It was an amazing experience, Praveen sir. The span of 20 minutes was made us so interesting. Thank you, sir, for illuminating us all with your thoughts and vision. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Next, we move on to Anubhav, sir.
Okay, am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are.
Okay, is my screen visible, Madam Suman?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sorry to interrupt. Can I leave now?
Yes, sir. You can. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Very good morning, everyone. Lovely Professional University is known for creating academicians, creating researchers, and now we are also known for creating sports person. Starting on this note, I would like to tell you, 13 students from Lovely Professional University have participated in Tokyo Olympics, which was held last year, and they brought laurels to the country, to the state, to the university. We feel proud that nearly 10% of Indian Olympics participants are LPU students. Starting with the rankings, as which is the most important parameter for the university, I would like to tell you the Times Higher Education Impact Ranking 2021, Lovely Professional University ranked second in India, and only 3 Indian universities made it to the top 200 list globally. So it was a proud moment for India as well. Moving further, World University Rankings 2022, LPU ranks 36 among the top universities of India. Moving further with campus life and exposure, as everybody knows that last 2 years was very tough for everybody. What it's the end of it, and we should look brighter side of the life. And whenever the student visit the university, what he or she can expect from the university, I will be sharing in few slides. As you are seeing on the screen, the 106th Indian Science Congress was held in 2019 at Lovely Professional University campus. None other than Honorable Prime Minister of India has inaugurated this mega event at LPU campus. His Holiness Dalai Lama has visited LPU campus and addressed the students during the convocation at Lovely Professional University campus. It was a big day for the university, as 2 former presidents were present at our campus and awarded degree to the students during the convocation. Late Shri Arun Jaitley has visited LPU campus and started LPU Startup School. Not only politician, what intellectual like Gaur Gopal Das, who's a motivational speaker, also visited LPU campus and interacted with the students and the faculty members of Lovely Professional University. The real heroes of our young generation also visited LPU campus and interacted with the students of the university, where he shared their life experience and having a great impact on the students' life. And MS Dhoni, who's a sports icon, is also one of those personalities. Moving further with the infrastructure part, which is very important for the university and also for the education system. As you are seeing on the screen, this is a big building, joins 14 blocks, back to back, and in-houses the central library of the university. This is the inside view of Shanti Devi Mittal Auditorium, where 2,500 plus people can sit together in a single go. This is a central library of the university, 9-story central library, which is fully automated, and each and every department has their own central library. Yeah, this is at the heart of lovely professional university. We have a shopping mall available in our campus. Let's take you to inside of the mall where students will meet their daily needs. We have a like recreational area where students will get a bowling area, full-fledged gym available in our campus with the international trainer. So if you're a gym freak, then you can join our gym also. 24/7 medical services are available, as we have a full-fledged hospital available in our campus. This is the aerial view of our indoor stadium, where the student will get a Olympic-sized swimming pool, badminton courts, volleyball courts, shooting range are also available in our campus. If I talk about the glimpse of the university campus, this is a front view of the university campus and a very beautiful picture which is taken by one of our students. This is a night view of our university campus. You can see in the picture. Now, as Suman ma'am has told you starting that I'll share the fees and eligibility part also. So I'll take you to the website where I'll share the fee structure and the eligibility part. So this is the website of Lovely Professional University. It's www.lpu.in. You can directly click on this admission button, and where you can click on after 12th undergraduate programs. So here all the programs are available. So I'll talk about fine arts and multimedia. So first I'll talk about the multimedia and animation design programs. As Dr. Pavitra has already shared all the programs in detail. So I'll take example of a BSc Design Multimedia, and I'll clarify your doubt related to eligibility and as well as fee and scholarship part. So this is a 3-year program, 6 semester would be there. If I talk about the eligibility part, the student would have a 50% aggregate marks in 10+2 with English as a mandatory subject, and you need to qualify either LPU NEST, which is Lovely Professional University National Entrance and Scholarship Test, or UC, or undergraduate NIFT entrance exam, or undergraduate NID DAT. If I talk about the fee and scholarship, which is a parameter which I personally feel the student look after or take before taking admission in any university or a college, because it will financially help your parents. So if I talk about the basic fee structure of the program BSc Design Multimedia, the basic fee structure is 1,20,000 for 1 semester. This is the basic fee structure. This is without scholarship. If I talk about the scholarship, there are various scholarship which universities offering to a student. Basically, universities offering to students. The first is on the basis of your entrance exam, which is Lovely Professional University National Entrance and Scholarship Test, or on the basis of your 12th marks, or on the basis of your 10th marks, or on the basis of national level test performance. Okay, so we have categorized 3 categories: category 1, category 2, and category 3. Okay, if the students fall under category 1 in LPU NEST or in UC exam or in any national level test, the student will get a scholarship of 50% in program fee, which means his fees will be 60,000 for every semester. Okay, so you'll have to pay 60,000 for every semester. If the students fall under category 2 in LPU NEST or in national level test, or the student will get 90 to 94.99% in 10th or in 12th, then the student will get a 40% scholarship, and the fees will remain 72,000 for every semester. If I talk about the third category of scholarship, then the student will get a 30% scholarship, and the fees will remain 84,000 for every semester. So it's about the fee structure and the scholarship part. Apart from academics, universities also providing scholarship on the other various parameters. Like if I talk about the financial aid, where the student will get a scholarship on the basis of need based, or the student will get a scholarship on defense personals or dependent of defense financial aid to orphans or financial aid to persons with certain disability. If I talk about the other special scholarships, where the student will get a scholarship on the basis of sports, cultural activities, research and development, co-curricular activities, social services, or bravery awards. So it's about the scholarship. If I talk about the important dates, I would like to tell you that university, the April schedule and the May schedule is already on, and in April schedule, the test which I have talked earlier, LPU Nest, will be conducted remotely proctored exam, and the last date to submit your application is 10th of April, and the exam will be from 5th April to 15th of April, and the result will declare on 20th of April, and after that you can participate in online counseling and seat allocation. If anyone wanted to go for test center based exam, we have a test centers in all over the India, so the student can book the slot in between 15 May to 31st of May. Okay, and display of result will be on 6th of June, and the online counseling will start from 6th of June onwards. So it's about the important dates. If I talk about the other programs, as sir has discussed about fine arts also, so I would like to tell you something about the fine arts also. So there is a fine art discipline is available in which we are offering two programs. One is BA Fine Arts and the second one is Bachelor of Fine Arts. So I'll talk about the BA Fine Arts program. The basic eligibility, we just required a student has passed his 12th class, will directly give him admission in BA Fine Arts program. And the fees and scholarship part I'll discuss. The basic fee structure for the BA Fine Arts program is 50,000 for one semester, and the scholarship categories are similar to the previous one. We have categorized into three parts. Okay, in this program, LPUNS is not mandatory for the eligibility purpose. I'm repeating again, LPUNS is not mandatory for BA Fine Arts. But if I talk about the multimedia design programs, LPUNS is must. You have to qualify either LPUNS or any other national level exam. What? For BA Fine Arts, you can directly take admission. What if anyone wanted to go for LPUNS for scholarship purpose, the student can sit in the exam, and if you perform well, then the student will get a scholarship also. So if the student got 95% or above in 10th or in 12th exam, the student will be eligible for 50% scholarship, and the fees will remain 25,000 for every semester. Similarly, if the student got 90 to 94.9% in 12th or in 10th, then the student will be eligible for 40% scholarship, and the fees will remain 30,000. And the third scholarship slab, 80 to 89.99% in 10th or in 12th, the student will get a scholarship of 30%, and the fees will remain 35,000 for every semester. So this about it's about the fees and scholarship. What you will get only one scholarship, whichever will be the highest. Either it is based upon 10th or 12th or LPUNS exam. So if I talk about the important dates for BA Fine Arts or BFA, Bachelor of Fine Arts, then the last day to take admission is 31st March 2022. You can secure your seat by taking admission before this date. All the benefits will be given to the student if the student will take admission before this date. So I'll talk about the next part, that on the screen you are seeing that there are some icons available. You can directly contact to our counselor, or you can connect with us on WhatsApp also. The number is already available on our website. The helpline number, you can schedule a call for if you want a call back from our side, you can schedule one call from this by clicking on this icon. Okay, you can check our 360 view campus of our 360 view. Okay, so you can click on this link. If you want live video counseling from our expert, you can click on this link, and you can connect with our counselor through live video counseling. So if you have any other question, you can click on this FAQs. So we have already answered some of the questions. Okay, so it's all about the fees, eligibility, and scholarship part. So over to you, Suman ma'am.
Thank you so much, sir. It is really very informative. Thank you for your time. On a quick note, we are taking only 2-3 queries from Dr. Pavitra Prakash Singh. Sir, Wimpy is asking, she wished to pursue M Design in Fine Arts, and after that she wants to join PhD in Fine Arts. Please guide her.
She can always do it. M Design, for M Design and MSc, there is a difference. Just I'll elaborate again. M Design is when you have done B Design, And for in fine arts, there will be no M design. In fine arts, there will be MFA. Okay, so MFA needs to be from BFA. B design needs to M design needs to be from B design, and from by doing either of it, she can do PhD in fine arts. That means from B design, if she does B design, M design, she can do PhD in design. If she is doing BFA, MFA, she can do PhD in fine arts. But if she is doing B design, and then after that she wished to do M design, and then she wished to go into fine arts, she can do applied arts specialization of fine arts.
Okay, thank you so much,
Your
sir.
voice.
The last question, Riddhi is Riddhi is asking, if she joined fine arts at LPU, what is the professional scope?
I have already shared. Professional scope is define fine arts into two forms, as Praveen Saab has also shared, that fine arts is basically hands-on skills. So if you have done, let's say, sculpture um, specialization in fine arts, so many organization of culture departments, so many departments of culture are there in states as well as universities, as well as international center. You can join any of them as a sculpturist, as an artist, as uh, a designer, anything. And if you are talking about this, I am just talking about sculpture. The same way it goes for everywhere, everything. And if we are talking about the entrepreneurship, you can be artist, you can be a sculpturist. Majority of the artists in fine arts are standalone artists. They take 1 or 2 years and then they go into a entrepreneurship ventures. But in fine arts only, there is a specialization which is called applied arts. Through applied arts, you can compete with all the graphic, you can have all the graphic avenues, as I have shared with you in the earlier form. You can be a magazine designer, you can be an advertiser, you can be a copywriter, you can be a graphic designer, you can be a UI UX toucher, you can be a video editor, you can be a audio editor, not audio, you can be a video editor, you can be a set designer. So anything you can go in over there. So starting from government jobs, which we have shared earlier, that students have been placed in colleges as well as schools, to entrepreneurship, to government offices as a sculpturist or something, and then to later and in the industry, the private industry, you can be anywhere.
Thank you so much, sir. I hope she got her answer. I'm sure the attendees gained valuable insight into the university and career options. We hope it was a positive experience for you as well. The information you shared with us was really very enlightening. During this exclusive webinar on fine arts and multimedia, attendees heard from Dr. Pavitra Prakash Singh on how you can have a successful career in the field, in this field. Hopefully, you found this webinar to be valuable and will be able to leverage the information provided in this webinar to take better decisions regarding admission. I'm obliged, and once again, thank you, Dr. Pavitra Prakash Singh and Mr. Praveen Karamakar, for strengthening this platform. Signing off. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.